Top of the morning, goons and mutants. Welcome back to another episode of Forgotten Gear Restorations. This one is live. This is not some voiceover from behind a vehicle in a garage. This is not some voiceover from inside a dark corner in a library. No, we're in the shop this morning, and we're messing around with that old Gretsch, that 6161. And I just finished installing a new output transformer. Wired up the primary. Now we're going to deal with the secondary. This came installed already on the rear panel of the amp, or the wooden panel that is, and it looks like it was some sort of a line out or maybe extension speaker jack, and we're going to find out what we can do to create an internal jack and an external jack, and we're going to do the same sort of switching magic that we did with that other amp, where upon inserting a plug into the extension jack, it will automatically ground out the internal speaker to avoid any sort of catastrophic damage to the output transformer or other components. So that's where we are this morning. But I kind of want to go a little bit deeper. I'm going to remove these. We're going to use the old mounting hardware again. But I want to find out what this was actually from. This was repurposed by another technician, so it'll be interesting to kind of see where this came from. And God, who even knows what decade this was performed in? Kind of cool. Was this even, what was this? Like, was this, oh my God. It says RA and then NE. There's an R, does that mean right? Is there gonna be an L under this? Washer? Let's say range and tone. Who even knows? Who even knows? All right, the plot thickens. So this looks like it says radio. This says phone. So was this like a jack plate at some point? Pretty interesting. Was there a switch here on the outside, a toggle switch? Because there's evidence that a toothed washer was there. That's kind of cool. I'm gonna look up this part number just for poops and giggles. All right, so this just got way more interesting. This thing is actually, I thought it was a household like intercom type thing, but it's not. It's actually a World War II era aircraft comms faceplate for a Signal Corps BC 334. And it has like an interphone, and it's for switching between the interphone and radio. How cool is that? Seriously. So basically, like, the flight crew would be able to switch between those two devices there. What a cool piece of history that is. I just don't even know what to say. It just adds so much to this already cool project. This has been scuffed and cleaned, so we have a nice ground plane. And I just slightly cleaned up the front panel. This would say interphone, by the way. Super cool. All right, this is where I have to leave off just for the next couple of hours. Just precursory wiring and some labeling on the inside there. And this will be the internal jack. This will be the external speaker jack. Got to start the morning off right with these s'more jacks, or flap s'mores, or s'more flaps, or I don't know. Oh, the bottom's sizzling. These are smap jacks.
Smap jacks?
Yeah.
No, pan s'mores.
Pan s'mores.
No s'more cakes.
Oh boy.